back, everybody. It's been a while. My apologies. It's JT Price here. Got my main man to the right. We got Blake Lamb again. We got Ricky behind the camera. We got Jack Miller and Anna Taylor on the couch. We got a live audience today. Give it a round of applause for them. I'd like to apologize. This will most likely be my last podcast without video. We'll have video with the next couple. We're figuring it out. We got stuff ordered. We're gonna do stuff a little different today. We're gonna flip roles from the last episode. Blake's gonna play host a little bit. We're gonna get to know the host. So hopefully he does well in his first day. He's got some stuff for me. But anyways, we're just gonna have a great time. How we feeling, Blake?
Feeling good, man. Happy to be back.
Man, it's great to be back. It's been too long.
All the people that listen to it are like, dang, that was good.
I hope they're not just saying that to not hurt my feelings.
Nah, I mean, my boy Nick, he told us what we need to work on. So.
That's true. I mean, I thought we had a good flow last time. It was the first one. We got $80 equipment. It's gonna be all right. But
we're doing our best.
At the end of the day, we're just some boys hanging out, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, you ready to kick this thing off?
Let's go, man.
All right. So, JT, first thing, tell us about Georgia when you were a little kid growing up in South Georgia.
All right. So, one thing about me is my dad. He's a high school football coach. So we kind of move around a little bit more than your average people, but also it wasn't crazy. We weren't uprooting families all the time. So I grew up South Georgia in a small town called Dublin. That's where I gained consciousness. I remember it was my third birthday. We had that chocolate cake sitting in the corner. It's like, wow, I think, therefore I am. I came alive that day.
I think therefore.
Eating that slice of chocolate cake. But, yeah, so I don't really remember a whole lot from going to South Georgia, but I tell you what, I had a thick Southern accent, bro. It was thick. And then when we moved to Florida, it's more of I'm more of a melting pot of three different cultures accent. That way. Yeah. Because then we moved to Perry, Florida, which is also deep South, bro. Deep South.
See, I thought Perry. My fault. I thought Perry was in Georgia. That's why I asked.
Oh no. Yeah. So Perry.
Tell me about that childhood in Perry.
Man, that's Southern living, bro. We run around barefoot.
Eating boiled peanuts.
Boiled peanuts. We go pool hopping. All of our neighbors had pools, and they all had kids about our age, and we go swim in one pool. We felt like going to another one, hop into their pool, and then go into the next one.
Okay.
It was good times, man. We had a nice community there, and then after that, we moved to Tallahassee, Florida. That's where I spent most of my childhood and growing up at North Florida Christian. I was there from it was fourth grade to then I graduated. So
yeah.
That's where all my core memories and such. It was a great time, man. We playing football for my dad. My mom was the girls' basketball coach, so I got to spend a lot of time with my family, and I was blessed to just have that opportunity. It's like just having a close knit family that we were together all the time. It also had its drawbacks too. Like sometimes I had to stay till 8 o'clock because both parents are doing work.
Kid.
Yeah, life of a coach's kid. It's not extremely glamorous, not gonna lie, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay.
And now the family's living out in St. Augustine. Dad's coaching at Ponte Vedra High School. Mom's teaching at St. Augustine High.
Shout out Sharks.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so speaking of your dad being a head football coach, talk about a little bit of what the aspect of being a coach's kid, like what, other than staying until 8 because you didn't have a ride. Tell me some more about that.
I thought it was fun, obviously, our days look different. My dad, he was always up early because they had morning workouts or something. This is when I was a kid. I wasn't doing all this other stuff, and I loved going to games on Friday, and then my dad would usually spend most of the Saturday breaking down the film of the game before.
Sure.
So we hung out together, but it was more like he was doing stuff at the same time. So we basically watching a game while he's breaking down the film. And then he'd have the meetings on Sundays, which it's a core memory of mine. Every Sunday, he would get home at 6 o'clock. we throw in a frozen pizza, throw on Football Night in America, and then get ready to watch the whatever Sunday night game was.
That's
Listen to
awesome.
the Tony Dungy breakdown, whatever the game's gonna be.
That's great.
So yeah, and then growing into the role, like as I was growing older, I feel like I was blessed to be, like, it wasn't a controversy that the coach's son was playing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was good enough to be one of the better guys on the team, and then so the controversy wasn't really there because people understood.
Sure.
But yeah, so like me and my dad have talked about other stuff where he would worry for like some other coaches' kids like not getting that opportunity because they're coaching at such a big school and their son's just not as good. And so I was blessed with the opportunity to be able to play and then to have a great career and a great time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay. So, did he ever make you like work when you were a kid, like painting the field and stuff?
Oh, of course. What the heck? Yeah. Dude, I was doing all sorts of stuff. I remember painting the field, obviously.
Jobs, yeah.
One time I accidentally made the line diagonal, and it was a bad scene.
Dude's running out of bounds 20 yards from the sideline.
we made the hash marks a little wide. but yeah, hey, people say that you're not using math after you graduate, bro. We used the Pythagorean theorem to paint those lines on the field, man. We were doing a squared plus b squared equals c squared to
You
get the
True?
line. True ain't good at math. Little bro, he just painted over the string that we put out, you know. So
he said, "Just do what we tell you."
Yeah, you know, like,
that's fair.
Stay out of the way. But yeah, it was all sorts of stuff, bro. Like anytime like the football team's volunteering doing something, I'm there.
Yeah.
What other stuff? I'm trying to think. We like painting lines. One time, we had a church camp one summer, and my dad was like, "I hope you pay for it if you remove the carpet from both the locker rooms and the weight room." So we had carpet in the weight room, and we were fixing it to like that rubber flooring, so we can like basically power clean and throw weights on anyway.
Weight.
My goodness, that glue is strong.
That's some work.
That glue is strong,
Yes.
man. So yeah, just doing random stuff like that, and especially we weren't at a huge school with funding to pay for somebody else to do it. So a lot of the stuff it was
youngins had to do
like, "Hey coach, if you want to get this done, you got to get it done."
Yep.
So yeah, I mean,
that's fair.
I guess I grew up with the culture of hard work that way.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and then we're kind of gonna go off a little bit off topic, but like, tell me a little bit about like speaking on your childhood and like some vivid memories that like pop in your mind. Like first, like 3 things that you think of when you think about your childhood.
Related to anything?
Anything. School. Like, we could talk about NFC.
All right.
Like anything.
Yeah, a couple of things. I think of Perry, Florida. You know, redneck city, man. So I'm running barefoot through my buddy's backyard and step on something, just pop, like something sharp. And I sit down, like it wasn't like crazy pain, but I was like, what the heck? And I'm also like 8 years old or 9 years old.
Sure.
I look down and it's a dang sea, a deep sea fishing hook. It's sticking out of my foot with the lure on it, and
just trying to catch you.
So I'm like, yeah, like, who's going fishing in the backyard, bro?
Come on,
bro. Right. He said, so he came back later, it's like, bro, why was this hook even in the backyard? And then
100%.
Zach Bembry is my guy, he's getting married this summer. He goes, I was just practicing my casting.
Oh my God.
So first of all, you cast it, realize nothing's coming back. It's the backyard. Somebody's going to be, you know, so that's a funny memory to think back on, you know.
Yes. He said I was casting, bro.
Casting, and
just for no reason.
No reason, just trying to get good at it.
Trying to get better.
Hey, I'm never gonna hate someone trying to perfect this craft.
So can't hate the grind, bro.
Yeah, and so another thing, one of my favorite memories in high school is my sophomore year. We had a pretty crazy season and ended up winning the state championship my sophomore year. Finished the year playing at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Whole school really popped out to the game. Played at 10 in the morning, but it was good.
How you playing a state championship game at 10 a.m.?
10 in the morning. Honestly, it worked to our advantage because we were playing a team from Miami, and so the Miami kids are going to have this stereotype. staying up late, party lifestyle.
Was it
so,
true?
It could have been, man. They threw a pick six, first play of the game.
Oh, jeez.
So they may have still been asleep.
Woke them up real quick, though.
But yeah, we really worked hard that week to just prepare ourselves. Like everybody set their alarms at 5 o'clock in the morning and basically got up. Even if you didn't have to do anything, you just got up and
just get used to
getting up.
Early.
Yeah.
That's
so at that time, we'd be waking up 5 hours before game time, and then
get your body
getting into it. So I think it really played to our advantage. But that was just so fun, man. We go into the season. It's actually crazy. Quarterback breaks his hand second week of the year. We have a big win for week one. Quarterback breaks his hand. My dog Braden Phillips, who he was probably 5'8", 145 at this point. He grew a lot after this.
Yeah.
We go in. We're playing this boarding school that's just nasty. They were ranked top 50 in the nation.
Oh, jeez.
But they go up 21-0 on us. We're going into. We score back to back. We're going to score one more time, and this big Samoan dude sacks little Braden Phillips, and he tears the ACL. And then, so after that, they ran away with it at that point. And so we're down to our third string quarterback, and from here to week 10,
right?
We win some big games with the freshman at quarterback, and it was pretty good. He was pretty athletic, pretty dynamic. We were able to win enough games, and we played a hard enough schedule to still get a 1 seed.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just so fun. We won the first round handily. We beat University Christian, who's going to be we would usually say whoever wins this game is going to win the state title. And it was just so fun. We kicked their doors in, and then we played Victory Christian, who we hadn't beaten in school history.
Yeah.
We played them probably four or five times and lost to them. I lost some close ones. We beat them close. We returned a kick to the house late in the fourth quarter, and then to lead up to the state title. And it was fun, man. It was playing until you're done,
Right.
So that was a really good time.
Playoff football, man.
Playoff football,
That's fun stuff.
We used to say something gets different. The air starts getting a little colder. The Eagles start getting ready to play.
How cold could it really get though in Florida?
Yeah, it's probably a nice spring day in Bourbonnais, to be honest.
It's probably 60.
Yeah, it wasn't 60. I'd probably say it was 45.
Okay,
in the semis.
That's great though.
45.
Okay.
I'm probably in t-shirt and shorts now.
So tell us about, speaking of University Christian, we have some teammates at Olivet who played there. So tell us a little bit about that rivalry and what it
Jalen
meant to you
Dunnigan, Arthur Fats Walker. Fats was my dog, man. We would talk trash about that all the time because we ended up moving out to the Jacksonville area, so I would take him. We would drive up to school all the time, and so we'd just be talking trash about how he beat me once, I beat him once.
Yeah.
And then I got the last one. It's like, where's your ring though? I would always joke with him. He never actually won it. But to be honest, our school never beat Jalen. Jalen's teams were too good, to be honest with you. So, beat us.
Well, they had him, so it makes sense.
Jalen's a really dynamic wide receiver, and it was he scored a touchdown against us. I think he scored on a screenplay against us.
Oh gosh.
But so it's so funny that when I was getting recruited to come here, they said, "Yeah, we got a guy from Jacksonville, Jalen Dunnigan." I was like, "Hold on, what school do you go to?"
Yeah.
And then he said University Christian. I was like, "No way," because I remember our guys were saying his name on the sideline, Jalen. He's like Jalen, look,
oh
Jalen.
My gosh, bro.
And so to be playing on the same field as him was just so crazy, and it was so funny. And just getting to know him too. Good guys, man. Good guys.
Yeah. So on the last podcast, we had talked about both of our journeys to Olivet. So this time, I want to talk about being here for the past 4 years. What made you go? Okay, I definitely chose the right school, and this is why I love this school. Just give me some few different ideas or reasons why this school has meant so much.
I got you. Yeah, I definitely say the community. I've made friends for life here, and just reflecting on these next month, it's gonna be a bittersweet feeling for sure.
Yeah.
But definitely the community, through the football team for sure, and also out of the football team, there's just great people here. There's a group for everyone. and just the love that I felt, so, like, I've really enjoyed my time here. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, like, with the coaching staff, the first coaching staff, loved them, it felt like a family, and then they had to exit, and then with this new staff, I love them as well.
Yeah.
I really respect who we hired, in that process, we just had to have faith with that. And so with that, we have a strong, godly leader with Coach Mitchell too.
Yeah.
And that's what I've respected the most is I've been able to have a godly community, which isn't going to happen most places.
In college, for sure.
In colleges, yeah. So to be able to grow as a man and grow as a godly man, I feel like it's prepared me for the rest of my life.
That's good.
And so I love and respect all the better for that.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you just mentioned, you've been here for 4 years.
Yeah.
About done. So, tell us a little bit about what the next steps in this semester, and then just wrapping it up, moving into the summer and next fall.
All right. So, with this next step here, I've been helping out with the football team, as you know.
Yeah.
The people may not know. I've been basically the discipline guy
and
discipline guy, and then assistant line coach. I help out with the guards and whatever I can see and whatever I can help. Which I'm not as hands-on as everybody else because I still have a full class load. But yeah, so it's been easier to transition to that role because now it's not like, haha, that's JT. It's like, oh no, it's Coach Price. I would just call me after practice and make me run, which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, I'd rather just leave practice and take them on. I don't want to be I'm always the bad guy.
Right. The bearer of bad news.
Yeah. I mean, I had 12 guys yesterday. But yeah, so that's been nice. And over the summer, I'm gonna go back home and help coach with my dad. I'll coach spring football, offensive line coach, and stay with him throughout the whole summer. And there's a chance I can work camps and such at different schools. And fall's really to be determined, honestly.
Yeah, okay.
We could probably discuss that on later pod.
Yeah. Once you get the decision down, for sure.
Take my talents.
Okay, so, final question. In 10 years, what do you see your life looking like?
I can see there's so many branches that can go.
33-year-old JT
33-year-old JT Price, I can see there's not going to be a head on top of me. There's not going to be a hair on top of my head. Going to be implementing the hat games, bucket hats.
No visors.
No visors. I'm going to get sunburned on top of the head.
Straight O-line coach.
Yeah. So, I could definitely see myself being a history teacher.
Yeah.
Don't know where, and an offensive line coach at a high school.
Okay.
I really, from what I found out is, through this process, I'm really more focused on making what I have better, or what I'm handed to me, making that better, than going out and seeking other options.
Like recruiting.
Like recruiting, which it's not like a shady part of the business. It's just I want to get the group of guys that I have and make them better.
Sure. Yeah, that makes total sense.
It's like even down to when we're playing video games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could be beating me by 20 points, and I still want to win with what I have.
Right.
I don't want to start over. So, yeah, I really want to be able to have an impact on other people and young minds, and to be a godly impact.
Yeah.
In the future, because we have no idea what it's going to look like.
For sure.
Especially with the world changing as it is. Just I can be somebody's rock in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I just want to, in 10 years, I can see myself, hopefully with a family, and I want to...
Some youngins.
Yeah, a couple jits, JT Jr.
Yeah.
And teaching history or whatever class, coaching football,
Right.
And hopefully enjoying it, Which also I have no idea where God will take me,
Right.
I feel like there's so many variations of what my future can look like.
For sure.
I can't really predict it. So yeah, just I just hope to follow God's plan. You know.
Yep. Okay. I came up with a question on the fly because we were talking about football and
What's up,
coaching. So, I've had this conversation with a few friends of mine in the past that want to be coaches, either back home or in college. But like, what would you say, like, would be the end goal? Like, would you prefer to be like a O-line coach or like a position coach your whole life, like OC, or like gotta be head coach?
Like, I'm not gonna say I have to be a head coach. There's so much I have to learn.
Sure.
So much. But I definitely feel like I have like the qualities it'll take to eventually become a head coach.
Okay.
It's obviously it's going to take hard work and obviously God's providence. But first of all, I really enjoy being an offensive line coach too. So if I'm doing that my whole life, so be it. I'll own my one square yard. I'll own that. You know.
Yeah.
So really, I just want to make the best out of my opportunities. If
Okay.
God says it's too ambitious to be a head coach one day, then that's.
Would you ever want to be a coordinator?
Oh yeah. Dude, I love playing NCAA and just acting like I'm the coordinator. Ricky, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'll just get up and.
Not defense though.
He's gonna go here. I'm gonna throw it over top.
Yeah. So for y'all that don't know, I'll play the new NCAA football game, and I'll just sit in there. Jack, my roommate, or Ricky will be sitting there, and I'm just giving him the whole film breakdown before I start to play, and then hopefully it works out. And then Ricky's like, oh, that's so nice, you know. Ricky's my biggest hype man, you know. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Slick.
The funniest was when you and Ty Bova played, and he threw 5 picks, and we were going back through the highlights after the Madden game, and JT's like breaking it down. He's like, so you see this here, and we're rolling to cover 3, and you gotta read that backside safety. I was crying, bro.
I was trying to get him right, you know. He threw 5 picks in a quarter, you know.
It was bad ball for sure.
Gotta get him in the lab and get him right. So you know, I'm just trying to give back. You know, Ty's my boy. I'm trying to get him better at Madden. You know, I hope he's better now. So,
shout out Ty Bova.
Yeah.
But I doubt he's any better.
I doubt it.
That's my fear.
I doubt it, man. You know, I hope he's good at the hurdles.
Yes.
Hope he's good at the hurdles.
Well, that's all the pre-planned questions I have for you. Do you have any?
You got nothing else?
Kind of pop off the dome?
I don't know. You want to hear like a story or something? Or
Story time?
Story time with Big
Tell
T's?
us your best campfire story, JT.
Best
Price.
campfire story? I don't know if I can do that on the fly.
Ooh.
Alright, so there once was this dark and scary night. I'm not going to do that. I got to tell the story of Chris Bowden.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right,
for sure. You got to tell that story.
All right, so I'm going to leave with this funny story just for y'all to
Shout out
leave
C-Bill.
on a happy note. You know. Shout out C. Bizzle, man. What a guy, you know. So
this night changed you and him forever.
And it changed our relationship forever, you know.
You guys would not have been as good of friends if this
No,
didn't happen.
I don't think so. I don't think we would.
Truthfully.
I don't think we would have. All right, so it's a random night, and I had gone to bed early. You know, it's probably 10 o'clock on a Saturday. And so what I don't know is my roommate at the time, Phil, had brought friends over, and after I'd fallen asleep, and they were sleeping on the couch, and I had no knowledge. I'm just sleeping in my bed. And so at this random point in the night, this dude comes crawling into my bed in the little spoon position. And I'm like, who in the world is this? Because I see Blake on the other side of the room. It's not my other 2 roommates. Who is this? So we're sitting there. I'm like tapping him for like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm like, you know what, man? He can have this bed. He can have the bed. I don't even care. And then so I go over to the couch. We had a pretty comfortable couch. There's 2 other dudes sitting on the couch. And then Phil walks into a room. He's like, hey, have you seen Chris? I'm like, Chris? Is that who's laying in my bed right now? And then he walks in and goes, Chris, you can't be in here.
You can't, bro.
You can't be in here. And he goes, and
you,
walks
this
over.
is like 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
bro.
it's late. It's late. And so I was talking to him the next day. I was like, Chris, what are you doing laying in my bed at 3 in the morning? He's like, Bro, that never even happened. Stop lying. Stop lying. So he had sleptwalked into my bed, into the little spoon position, wanted me to wrap my arm around him, and just cuddle with him all night. And so, and he had no idea, so I just thought that was hilarious. And so, honestly, we bonded over that moment, you know, cracking jokes about it.
Yeah.
You know, it broke the ice a little bit.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's probably my craziest story on hand right now.
Yeah. Okay.
You got any? Or you got a question? What's all you got a question?
Yeah. Tell me your craziest Olivesian moment.
Olivesian moment? I don't know.
For those of you that don't know, my family, JT's family, Olivesians are like people that don't play sports at Olivet.
Yeah. Students all of it.
It's just students that don't. NARPs.
Alright, so one time, this is just a quick one. Me and Jackson Smith, my freshman year roommate, we were walking, and you know, if those who don't know, Floridians, like hood Floridians, such as rapper Kodak Black, will say the automatopoeia phrase, "Please." Say it. Let me hear you say it.
Please.
Yeah, just like that.
I can't do it like a.
And so me and Jackson Smith were walking by just saying that, going, "Please, please, please."
Oh my god.
And this girl walks by and says, "I like that noise." I like that noise. And I respond, "It's not a noise. It's a lifestyle."
It's a
And just walked away.
Oh my god. I never heard that story. That's the first time I've heard that story, bro.
It's not a noise, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. It is. It is. Shout out Kodak.
Shout out, man.
When you use the bathroom, don't wash your hands.
Wow.
Shout out Kodak.
Shout out Kodak, bro. Y'all can look that up for yourselves.
Yes. Kodak, wash your hands. I'm sure it'll be somewhere.
Hey, fight germs, wash your hands, social distance, all that.
All that jazz.
Hey, any words of wisdom before we get out of here?
You're the main guy today.
I'm the
You
main
give the
guy.
words away.
All right. What's that?
Something to leave the people with.
Leave the people with. Something I heard today. People aren't going to remember what you said most of the time, but people are going to remember how you make them feel.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll just leave the people with that. Just be the person that puts a smile on other people's faces, and
Yep.
because you never know.
Fire.
You never know if they're going to need it or not.
Fire. That's good. All right. Y'all have a good day.
All right, man. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's probably not as good. You know, we don't have an All-American as the guest.
Oh my god.
But I hope you really enjoyed this one. Peace. See you next time.